come down here, home button, agree with it, come down here, home button, 1, 2, 3, tap twice, this one, home button, 1, 2, 3, tap twice, this is home, 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 what?
Nothing.
I'm the one who woke up at 7 o'clock in the
No,
morning.
সবাই তো কাজটি কাজটি এমনি বললো
না, আজকে আমার প্রচন্ড মাথা ব্যথার ঘুম পাচ্ছে বুঝতে
অন্যদিন খুবই হাইপার থাকিস
মানুষের মাথা ব্যথা করলে কেমনি ঘুমায় এটা আমার মাথা ধরে না।
আমার ঘুমাইলে মাথা ব্যথা ঘুমাই যাবে
That's true. Okay, so tell me somebody how can I do this? By the way, do you guys know who David Bowie is?
Yes, he's the one who. He's
Huh?
the one who made buying bonds or something.
No, he's a
Singer.
He's a singer from Rolling Stone.
Oh,
He's a great singer. He did movies also, and he died yesterday at the age of 69. Alright, so select the departure city from the drop-down list. I don't want this, so I can delete this one, edit, and I can say, how do you delete this? Why cannot I delete it?
Or we just close the table.
Edit, delete, yes, delete, Alright, now I can delete this one. How do I do this? Tell me, somebody, please tell me.
repository then.
Object repository,
তারপরে অ্যাপ্লিকেশন
Add the box. I mean,
Add object.
প্রথমে তাহলে
Then you go to your web tools page. Now click on the drag down box.
তারপরে ডিপার্চার সিটিতে ক্লিক করতে হবে
this one, right?
Yes.
As soon as I click this, it says what?
It adds it.
Does it say web edit? It says web edit.
I can see what it
না
says.
web list.
Web list.
Web list.
Okay.
Well,
So
yeah.
now I say okay. As soon as I say web edit, it says depart. But I should say what?
Departure.
Scroll box or something. Drop down box.
Drop down box or departure.
Drop down box.
Departure city. You know, you can just write down departure city. But this page, what page is this? Info? Is it this info page?
ফাইন ফ্লাইট
Find flight.
Flight
Exactly.
page.
So I can write down find
Flight page.
flight page. Now, good.
Drag
And
and drop.
departure city, I can drag drop, but make sure
It's
this thing is visible and you put your departure city from here. Now, as soon as you drag drop departure city, take a look what's written in here.
Select.
So how are you gonna select? This is how you're gonna select it. And you're gonna write down what the name of the city. Now question is, how do I know, do you have Trottining memory, or sometimes it's probably a German city, what is it, Dortmund-Schankhanschufa or something, and you will be like, oh shit, I don't even know how to spell that. So the best way to do it this,
ভেরিয়েবল সিটি
no, best way to do this, watch this, what I'm doing, it's very important. You go to your Quick Test Professional, you open your object repository. As soon as you object repository, you see the 2P-wala?
অবজেক্টস বাই
Object spy.
Ah.
Your say 2P-wala is very handful right now. You click on that, you click on this hand. Now, do you have any properties or values here?
No.
But you click on Denver, you see this is the departure city, right? You click on that, that thing came up.
Oh.
Now, isn't there a name in here? All items, what does this say?
All items.
So I wanted to take now Los Angeles. So I go this, Los Angeles, I say Control C. Now I come into,
Select button. After the select.
I'm in here, where's my,
It's right there, next to the
It's
departure
under, yeah.
city.
Okay, here we go.
Paste.
Control V, Los Angeles. Now, let's see, I have this goes on or not. So what do I do now? Right click it, run from stack. Okay,
City name কি variable হয় না?
did it click Los Angeles?
Mm-hmm.
So if I tell you I wanted to do the arrival city, what do I do?
Same thing as
Yeah,
file.
same thing.
Objects by
No, we have to do object repository.
Okay, so you can question to your answer. Earlier you mentioned something, can I put variable or not? Of course you can put variable. You can put a variable here, is departure city,
As last
and
time.
you can just declare the variable right here, which is Los Angeles. So you can say right here, deem this, and deem this one is like, you can
Var.
say variable, and you can write down, declare variable, right? Here, then you can do first thing like this. Variables for logging in. Now you do this, correct? And then
I'm selecting city.
isn't that what it is? Now, the one that we are doing right now is that logging in functionality.
The one we're doing?
The one we are doing right now. What is that for?
Finding a flight, booking a flight.
One-way booking, one-way ticket.
Flight booking variables. Isn't that what it is?
Right.
Or main application variables.
Yeah.
And assigned values.
তারপরে deem variable করে
Values. So you can do is, right now you can come in here and you can say
deem
DM
variable
for
বা হচ্ছে departure
depart,
তারপরে
depart city,
তারপরে হচ্ছে
Right.
city হ্যাঁ
comma,
var
for arrival
City.
city.
Var date.
date কি করা যাবে
Yeah, but we can do that. We have to do that, by the way. I'll show you how to do that. But for now, take a look at this. And what do you do then? You do this, you say
Var depart city.
Control C, and you can say Control V. Now, you see the data table management, data table? I can put 7 different city name in here and tell them, write each one in there, one by one by one. But I have to do the iteration, I have to do the whole circle, then come back. Whole circle, come back. So it's a little complicated, don't worry about that right now. Now, you do what? You do the same thing in here, don't you?
Los Angeles variable
That's what you said.
না হবে না শুধু
Yes.
Los Angeles, correct?
Mm.
So I'm gonna say Control C,
এখানে equal to b করে দিই
Control V,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
Now, I can come in here
Close it.
and I can just set CRL in here and I come to Quick Test Professional and I say run this step from here. Let's see.
We click second one. Should we click the first one in the box?
But I think you make a spelling error before.
I don't think for selection you can put variables. I mean, you may, but for now, let's just,
Together or
no, that has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it.
You made a spelling error. Flight booking variable. Is that A?
Yeah,
is it?
variables. VARIA.
But that's,
There's
not
nothing
it.
work with
It's
that.
not-
It's the
this
green.
one, YouTube is now gonna look it.
And they're gonna look
That
at
is
the.
what?
That's,
That is the comments.
Mhm.
That's the documents.
Let's do it one more time.
I don't understand why it doesn't take it, but anyway, let me see what it says. Run from step.
Yeah, we have to choose the new run, nothing?
Okay, line now 49, which is right here.
uh-huh.
Okay, it says variable web to this departure city, variable departure city. Invalid proceed call or arguments. The procedure call invalid or argument. Okay, debugging it, what does that mean? We are trying to figure out what's going on in here. So, I think you cannot, you have to not select it, you can just write down. See, this is a selection from the drop down list, isn't it?
Mhm.
So I cannot just put variable in there, I have to select it. I cannot just enter something in there. Variable enters the name, doesn't it? In the variables, so I have to do this one like this.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, I get to
That's
do Los Angeles.
আমি আসলে just
No, there's gotta be a way of doing it, I just gotta figure it out. Okay, so right now, let's do this and see that one also. Put the Los Angeles in there. Did it? Yes, it did. So if I wanted to put this one to, let's say, San Francisco or or let's say Paris, right, or Zurich, right? So what do? All I gotta do is I go to Quick Test Professional, sorry, first, and this is mine. Arrival city from the drop down list, and I go enter 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go object repository,
Add.
and I go add object to the local, and I click here. Now this time I'm gonna go in here or frame. So if I want to see the frame, I can see it in here from OK, and I say select objects. Select. What am I objecting? First uncheck everything. Clear all. Now you say I want to say
Edit box.
checkbox,
Checkbox.
edit box, image, radio button group. Okay. What else?
That's all from there.
That's all I have basically, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Another.
Okay. Excuse me. So find flight, that one we already did, right? So if I wanted to see where it is, what does it say?
Highlighting application.
No, it's not this. It was somewhere there. I don't know what happened. Find flights, I don't know what that is. Round trip. This one I highlight. This we are not checking. One way ticket round trip, why? Okay.
Yeah.
So, huh?
No, one way you have to round trip হবে কেন? কিন্তু one way কাজ।
Okay.
We didn't
So
choose.
we know the round trip. This is, we can say, round trip at T-Boro, and I can say, it's not an edit box. Departure date. So depart date, number of passengers, return date, departure city, seating preference, seating type. Where is my arrival city? Where is my arrival city?
Is not there.
So add this. Okay. Arrive. And if I write this one, departure city, what should I write this one?
Arrival city.
Right. Arrival. Arrival city. Click here. What do I do now?
Drag and drop. Arrival
Drag
city.
and drop to arrival city. And this is a select. So what do I select?
Paris.
We're gonna go.
Zurich. How do you spell Zurich?
Z-U-R-I-C-H.
I don't believe you.
Zero.
I don't believe you. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna click
It's
on
fine.
the hand and I click on
Another
Yes.
city.
As soon as I click on that, it says all item or find out where the name is. You can actually expand it if you want to make it bigger. So
All
this
the way
came in
down.
at
Zurich.
all the way to Zurich. Oh my god, what happened? So I go to Shift key and I go like this.
Control
And I say
C.
Control C. Now I close this, and I go Control V. Now I want to see if that one is
Run from here.
run from here, right click on anywhere here, run from step, okay. And I wanted to come in here and the application and see, interesting. Now, I want to see what is my next step.
Departure
Next step
date.
is,
The website update now.
Carmen's.
what is my next step?
Date. Yeah.
Read it somebody,
Enter a future departure date and month, date.
louder.
Format. User can also click on the calendar to choose a date.
I'm sorry.
Enter.
Enter a future departure date. Can you fly on the past?
No.
No.
So it has to be
Future.
future.
Or today.
So I want to enter a future date in here, which is from
Object
Here.
repository.
an object repository I open. I know this is my which find flight page, right? I do this one. Where is my
Where is the
departure date?
Enter.
So I want to make sure where my departure date is.
No, I'm showing it.
Alright, let's say no one spoke. Alright, let's say I wanted to come in here and I want to see which one of my departure cities. I said, oh, it looks like this is my departure date, doesn't it?
Mhm.
But I want to make sure, what do?
Highlight.
It's fine.
No, it's fine.
This
Highlight.
highlighting application. Isn't that departure date?
Mhm.
So that's good, right? So I say, okay, quick test professional, departure date.
Then
I drag and drop in here. And what is my arrival date? Arrival date, return date. Drag and
Yeah,
drop
we
in
can do it.
here. What is my number of passenger? Number of passenger. Drag and drop in here. What is the next one?
Seating performance.
Huh?
Seating.
Yeah, seating performance by clicking on the radio button.
So seating preference. This is my seating preference. What is that?
I want
Is this city?
Sit.
Seating.
Seating preference. This one. I click in here. Then I have seating type. Click in here. Now continue button. What is my continue button?
All.
Oh no.
No,
We
there's
have
no
to
content.
do
We have to
what
do
kind?
low level.
Recording. So forget about that now. And I wanted to close this. Now tell me. Now tell me. This one, return date or departure date. This departure date says what? Set. When something says set, what kind of things? You put a text in there, don't you? So I wanted to put this
One day here.
02/29/2016.
There might not be 29 in
This
February.
here, there
এবার
is.
leap year আছে তো এবার।
Is there?
It's not 29.
This year just 29?
This year?
হ্যাঁ আমার এক মামার বার্থডে আছে
Ah, I know.
হলো
So now let's go there and see if they put T3/2/29 or not. Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna come in here and stop it. And same thing I'm gonna put right here.
কন্ট্রোল
0329 something.
Why would I put 29?
ও না না
03/15/2016. And I go right click, run from step. Okay. There is a problem. Now I'm going to tell you. 03/15. I'm running this script. You think in real world on March 1st this script is gonna work?
No.
March 1st?
No.
On this year, yeah.
Just because you're offering
Oh,
on
1 day
29.
now. It's
No,
not
but
good.
the
Because you're trying to buy that ticket on 29.
deposit date is faster.
So what kind of date is this? This is called a static date. That means it's fixed. You don't want a static date.
In the dynamic one.
You remember we did আজকে ফাতেমা হয়ে গেছে তারপরে
I'm
we
good.
wanted to have a static date or a dynamic date. Which one?
It's gonna be dynamic day.
Dynamic date. That is changeable. That I can change anytime. So, what is my procedure to do this? Very easy procedure. And I'm gonna stop it. And I can come in here. জোর করে হাই ধরে রাখার কোনো দরকার নেই তাহলে তোমাদের নিজের প্রতি শরীরে কষ্ট if you want to yawn it's fine. Okay, just pay attention, try to pay attention. If you want to get up, walk back, front, I understand that, that's okay. So here, flight booking variables and assigned values. This time I'm gonna do this one as for
Date.
departure. ওটারে কি ওখানে কি লেখা ছিল? Departure date, doesn't it?
Mhm.
So for
Depart date.
depart
RT day.
departure date, right?
One arrival date.
For arrival date.
Okay.
Now
DE.
you're gonna say this one. For departure date, Control C. This for departure date, Control C. Equal to
29.
okay. Then what?
2016.
Is it gonna work on March 31st? March 1st? Is it gonna work?
No.
Why not?
It's a static day.
Because it's set.
No, the reason behind it, when you are on March 1st, then you're trying to book a flight 2 days ago. Will it let you book a flight?
No.
So this script you have to change every month, if you wanted to see what is the best way to do it that you never have to change it.
Dynamic.
This is what you're gonna do.
All of the above.
You see the date?
Mhm.
Date means today's date. Plus 7 or 8 or whatever, that means 7 days from now. Tomorrow you open, it's gonna be today's days plus 7.
What? Date কি একটা command?
Yes, that's date is not a command. Date is a keyword. It's a function. It's a calling function. So what is the date? So I wanted to see actually what that comes in. So I can say this one. Look at this. Message box and give me this. Let's see what it comes in. And I say run from step. See what variable it gives me.
মুরাদটা বলছি যে খুব ভালো লাগতেছে কি টিপে দিচ্ছি সবাই
এটা সোজা। বাইরে যে জটিল আছে।
যদি বাতাসে রেডিয়েশন
আরে ভাই যে জটিল হচ্ছে।
টুপিওয়ালা একটু জটিল
What does it say?
The date,
Okay.
1/18/2016.
আজকে লিখি।
No, ask the 18 now.
আজকে তো 11।
So if it is 11 plus 7 days, what is that gonna be?
Oh, that is 18.
18
So didn't I put like today's
Yeah,
date
plus
plus
7.
7?
Yeah.
ডাইরেক্ট না 7 দিয়ে চালবে তাই
7 plus
No, date means today's date. And if I want to write down today's days plus 30 days, what is gonna come in?
1 month,
What's gonna
31
come in?
days
What?
later.
Probably
February
February 6th or something.
Yes.
10th or no, February 10th or 9th, something like that, correct?
Mhm.
So will you ever have to change this?
No.
No.
So if I wanted to say variable date, arrival date, what should I do?
at like 35 days.
The best way to do it, Control C,
কন্ট্রোল ভি নিচে এসে
Control V,
ইকুয়াল টু ডেট
No,
Departure
the best way to do it, departure date plus 7 days. Because you go, doesn't matter what the departure date is, you're gonna go,
7 দিন
yeah, after the departure date, you're gonna come in 7 days later.
Wow.
Or 1 day or 2 days. Depart date.
Okay.
Now I have an arrival date. Correct? Arrival date, I can put date plus 7. That looks like I'm coming in back same day.
Same day. Yeah.
Or if I put 9, that's fine. But
Oh,
let's say
2
somebody
days.
came in and goes, you know what? Let's make this
Coming
10 day
early.
from now on. Now all of a sudden your arrival date is what?
Negative.
1 day before.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it? So it's much better doing it without doing date. You know that you're gonna put this one first. So put the departure date first, depart date, and then put plus 7. That means doesn't matter how you change this one, it's gonna be always in the future of the depart
Last
date.
7. Yeah.
Make sense or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Makes sense for sure.
Tawfiq, you know that. Let's take a break.
So thank you. একটু কফি খাই রে কফি
ওই যে ভূত ঢুকে দিয়েছেন ক্রোকোডাইল এটা নিয়ে and ওর মনে চিড়িয়াখানা লয়ে যাবেন কালকে
Alright, so now what do we do? Now what is the second one?
select continue button dual level record
আচ্ছা বাবু ভাই ডেট কি সেট সিকিউর করা যাবে?
Not doing that right now.
আমরা পানি দাও
Alright, so now set variable arrival date. And what is here?
এটা হচ্ছে
Find flight date there? What is this?
না 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 আচ্ছা এটা প্যাসেঞ্জার নাম্বার
So what is the passenger number 2? It's an edit box or what? How do you know? Because it says right here, it's seat preference what?
set seat
Seat preference is what?
এডিট বক্স
select
I'm sorry,
no
Wait,
number
wait.
passenger
number passenger. What does it say?
edit box
ওয়েব
web
Wait a
edit.
minute. So it's set means what? I can do right away? Let's say 3.
example
Now, if I wanted to put all settings of this, what does
Radio,
it do?
radio.
It's a radio group.
হ্যাঁ
So that means in a group এর মধ্যে যে কোনো একটা আমার সিলেক্ট করতে হবে. So what am I selecting?
সিলেক্ট
Select.
কি লেখা নাম্বার কি লেখা
উইন্ডো
Value. What is the value?
ওটা তো করে সরি
Window, right?
হ্যাঁ
Or aisle. So how do I know? How can I write it down? If I remember, right? I can do this,
control C
or I can do is. I don't know if this one in the back is the written same way. Sometimes the programmers they don't do it the same way. So the best way to do is this: go to Objects File, and you go here, and you go not that this group. See that in a bar it says all 3 of them. So you click up there, and in there you find out where the name is. Why is this not working? Isn't that the value? Strange. Oh, here, right here. Alright, guys, isn't it? Control C, and then you come back in here, Quick Test Professional, and you put here Control V. But other than that, I just wanted to put this one.
Aisle.
Aisle. Now, same thing for this, which is what? Seat type. So seat type is what? I know this is the first class business or support. So let's go for business. Select business. Now click on continue button. We know we have to do the recording. How do you do row level recording?
we're gonna click the insert
Row level recording.
oh okay
Then I come into the application and I click on
Continue button.
continue button. Now, as soon as I continue button this, I come to the Quick Test Professional.
and it's
I
loaded there.
stop it. Now it tells me that this is my low level recording.
Recording with the continuous button.
ওই ইয়েটা ওই যে হ্যাঁ
Control X. This. Control V. Isn't that what it is? Now let's click until here and then run from where?
steps middle করে
So we wanted to do, let's run from here. Los Angeles, see how it goes. So run from step. Uh-oh,
বলছে
stop, because we didn't find the page. So we wanted to run it from the beginning. Let's see, let's run from the beginning. See, business and island, click করছে?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to make sure this round trip check, what if it, next time it comes in, or like somehow this programmer makes it somehow that round trip is automatically checked, by default it's checked. So how do I do this? I do this, I come to Quick Test Professional, right? I stop it. What I do is I want to add that button in there as well. Do I have that in there? I don't know, but let's open the object repository. I click on add object. I click on the round trip, this checkbox, and it says checkbox round trip. Okay. Now round trip checkbox. Isn't that what it is?
Mhm.
We already had that, remember?
Yeah.
So I put that one
drop
in somewhere. Hang on a second. Let me see where it can be checked. Number 63. Arrival date for a So I can say make sure return round trip check box is checked. So how do I do that? I come in here and I come in here and put in here and I go. You see that? It says web checkbox. Now what do I do with web checkbox? This is what you do. Set off. Right. If I wanted to check, then it would be on. So if I wanted to run from the beginning, right? I don't want to run from the beginning. I wanted to run from here.
No, I meant off, but I was young. Yeah.
Los Angeles, right here. I wanted to run, but before that, I wanted to make sure this one is checked on. See if it turns it off. So I wanted to come in here, and I wanted to go halfway through, see if that works. Quick Test Professional, make that one this, and make that here. And say which is
Los Angeles
let's see what the Los Angeles is here. This one, run from step.
Yeah, the box is up.
and date.
Alright, so let me do this again. Quick Test Professional, stop, and from here, run from step. Okay. Well, you know why it didn't work out? Because ভেরিয়েবল আগেই অ্যাসাইন করা, এই জন্য ভেরিয়েবল থেকে শুরু হয়নি, এই জন্য এই গন্ডগোলটা হয়েছে। If I wanted to do the variable, then best thing to do is this. Variable রে উপরে না লিখা ওই লস অ্যাঞ্জেলেসের ইমিডিয়েট আগে লিখে দেওয়া, then it can run. So I can just from here, if I wanted to run Los Angeles now, set departure date, departure 8, checkbox off on আছে না, এখান থেকে যদি আমি রান করতে চাই তাহলে let me just do this and we'll do that later, but make sure this one is 0 and this one I check none, this one I check coach. So I want to make sure aisle is checked, first class, business class is checked, this one becomes 3 and this one is unchecked, correct? So what I do,
Run.
I come in from here and make it run from step, okay?
Wait, what is set off?
Set office means
No, but what are we setting off here?
round trip ticket,
Round trip.
so that it
So
never.
in
So
the
aisles, business, 3 and this one is off because I checked it before. So if I wanted to check it on, I mean, if I wanted to check it every time, what do I do? I just put, instead of off, I put on. So I click on this continue button. Let's see what it says. Now I go to the next step, click it. Did it click? What the hell happened? What the hell just happened?
You didn't go from there though. You didn't go from that step.
Didn't I click this part? Oh, it clicked. It clicked there. This one. I know what? Until here. This is. Isn't this the low level recording?
The continue button is the low level,
yeah,
yes.
continue.
Button B.
What the hell just happened? You know, I didn't run from the beginning. This should click there. Continue button. Jojo, Queen, flight, this.
What?
It didn't click.
It
Oh, it didn't, oh yeah, it didn't click.
It didn't click.
Maybe you have to change the what is it called? The X and the Y coordinate?
Maybe it didn't click. So what we're gonna do is stop. We want to have these. So this is the problem. Take it off.
You
Put
do
the
a new
cursor
drag and
there.
drop.
Record. Then we go to
Lower level.
make sure this is 100%. That's fine. Low level recording. Then you click in here.
Continue.
Click on continue button. And then you come back to the application. Stop the application. And
Oh,
out
no.
of this, which one?
The bottom one. We
Why
check
is there two?
One of them is the same anyway.
two, but two different.
I clicked it twice probably.
Yeah.
So we
Just
check
go
the
with
first
the
one.
first one, yeah. Move it up.
If first one would click it, then second one would never be there. So first one probably didn't get it clicked. Otherwise, what first one click করে সাথে সাথেই তো পরের পেজে চলে যেত। So let's try this now. Now we're gonna run it from the beginning. Let's see if it works. Let me know. See if you can see in your eyes.
No,
Yeah, it clicked.
it didn't click.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
Clicked. So after that, what do I come in here?
Find flight place.
Find flight page. Find
Default
flight page এ আমরা
Default.
আসার পরে আমাদের ফার্স্ট কাজ হলো কি? This.
Select and
Choose the suitable deposit time.
Departure time and cost by clicking on the
radio.
radio button. Now, how do I do that? Very easy, isn't it?
ওই যে অবজেক্ট ডিপোজিটরি করবে
Go to the object repository. Click on add object to the new and click on this
Mm-hmm.
radio button. But it's going to be a radio button group. So I click there and it says web element. It shouldn't be a web element. Cancel.
You
Now
can
I
click on
want
the
to
button, you
see,
clicked on the,
I wanted to see object spy, which one is my, this one is a, this one is what?
confirmation.
This is a web element 5 departure from London. If this is what? This is a web element outbound. This is web radio group. So I have to click on the web radio group. If I click on here, it says a web element. If I click here, it's something else. It's
কিন্তু
something
যে
else in here.
গোলটার মধ্যে ক্লিক করতে হবে
Is that radio button here?
হুম
So alright, so now I know. See object spy, you see how important it is? So now I click in here and I go click on this radio button. But I wanted to click in the middle somewhere. What is it? Web radio group, doesn't it?
yeah
Okay. Now as soon as I click OK,
Drag
web
and
radio
drop.
group, web outbound flight. And this one I can put in here. Now I have to select it. How do I select it? I can come in here, or I can come in here, and I can say this, I can say one of these, and I can say outbound flight. What is my values? What is my value? Isn't that this one? All items? All items, take a look, Control C. So let me take it, bring it in here. Bring it in a notepad. Run, notepad, Control V. The hell is this? It says 390, 545, this at this date, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, you tell me 390 if I come in here. Okay, you know what? First, if you wanted to see this, you always have to do this. 592, sorry.
And then, no, after 2016.
This comes in here. Isn't that what this was like this? Right? So here, you gotta be like this. Here,
Now 391 goes with the, yeah. No?
so 390,
Goes-
this.
তারপর 391
Yeah, so this one.
তারপর
Then about 392.
তারপর
Isn't it?
393 হ্যাঁ
393. Enter. So it looks like these are the flight numbers, this is the date, and this is
Right.
something like that, right? So what we're gonna do is in here, we're gonna do is, we're gonna come in here, we're gonna take a look. This is 390, 391, 392, 393, isn't it? So the first one, if I wanted to click this one, that should be 392, this one,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I wanted to click that.
কন্ট্রোল সি
Control C. Now, where is mine?
Go to the QTP.
QTP. I close this.
ওইখানে
I
কন্ট্রোল
close this. And I say this.
Select 392.
And I say,
কন্ট্রোল বি
is that what it is? Now the problem is, tomorrow if I write this, you think that's gonna work? Why not?
Because this flight might be gone.
পাস্ট
This flight might be booked. Oh,
So what I know, because this date is gonna change.
কারণ ওই যে 30 দিনের বেশি হয়ে গেছে তো এখানে
This is
30 plus
2/10/2016.
হ্যাঁ
Because that's the day I say what? That I'm gonna fly. So if I run this script tomorrow, is the date is gonna be 2/11, but I still my in my memory what I have 2/10.
2/10.
It's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna do this,
set it.
this, and I'm gonna put and I'm gonna put this one as
Date plus one.
Plus
7 ডেট প্লাস
no. Whatever my variable departure date is.
এই যে হ্যাঁ
Isn't that 2/10?
Plus.
Makes sense or no?
Mhm.
And then I have another colon at the back.
Mhm.
Makes sense? So let's run this, see if that selects that one. First of all, let me select this and let's see if that selects that. So what does it say?
কি প্রবলেম কি
There is a problem.
কি আছে
Selects 392, 550, variable departure date, and then this is a problem. So let's first figure out if we can,
On the
instead of
value,
doing
we
this whole
should,
thing,
Make it into one
Control
variable.
X, I want to put in my notepad. Control V, and I don't think this you need. And let's try this, see if that works. Control X, oh sorry, Control V,
Control C.
and then here. What happened to my,
You
You
took
wait
it from
to-
there.
huh?
What do you mean?
Then where to?
the browse
Application.
closed.
Oh.
Alright, so let's run it.
As well.
Clicked. Wait a second. It clicked.
Mm-hmm. But it didn't take it. It took 392.
Yeah, it came to 390.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah,
Check.
it's good.
It didn't click in there.
Yeah,
So
and
let's
it's
change the date in
jump.
here. System date. Let's change the date to 15. Apply. Okay. So now it's 15. Today's date is 15.
No.
Now let's run it.
Oh, I said perhaps. To market it.
my baby is low.
Wait, what are you doing? Why are you using your phone? That's not even funny.
নাই মাত্র
No, no, you've been doing it a long time. You think I have bad eyes?
Busted. Okay, we
Okay.
change the date.
Now let's find out if this date, this number is different now. Okay? So let's find out if the number is different. Because, take a look at this. This number is 210, right? That should be something different than 210. For sure. Because now we have changed the date there. Stop.
প্রথম থেকে লিখি
This. Object spy. Open the application first. Open QTP.
Oh, wait.
This. This, sir, 1 second.
You put it in years. Last in this question. 2 days.
I understand that. So this one is 214 now, isn't it?
Yeah,
What we had before.
210.
So that means still it work for it.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
future date. Yeah.
Now, let's see if I run this until here, close, until here, I don't want to run it, I want to see until here comes in, after clicking continue, which button that is default. Maybe the top one is default. I wanted it to click the third one. Okay, so let's do that. Run it from the beginning. Run it from the beginning. It's gonna close the application, open the application, log in as a. Web tool. The top one is what?
Lose
Default. I wanted to do this one.
392.
How do I do? I go to Quick Test Professional and I go next step. and I wanted to see. Did it click the third one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
It goes too fast, so we wanted to
Wait.
Wait for the
put a
wait.
wait statement and see how that goes. So put a wait statement right here.
3 seconds.
Wait 3, and then also we wanted to put a wait statement here. 3 seconds.
ওয়েট ইয়েটা যে কোনো জায়গায় বসা যায় তাই না? তুমি ওয়েট করাতে চাও?
Yeah.
30.
3. Now let's run it.
Is it recommended to put wait?
If you want.
Just want to check
Like-
closely is working on
Okay,
it.
this one changed.
This one changed.
3 seconds.
Okay. A mistake.
This
Which
one didn't
is
change.
stop. Huh?
This one didn't go to the third.
Now I want to put, what is this? Departure date, wait statement there. Okay, now I put another wait statement here. Now I execute from here. Shouldn't click. Sorry. Sorry for the beginning. Okay. Number of passengers should be 3.
No, wait.
It did. So what is next?
Press continue button.
Click on continue button. What do I do? Quick Test Professional.
Repository.
I make sure this one is open. I go to Quick Test Professional. I go to my recording. I go to my low level recording. I go to my place and then I click on continue button. As soon as I click on the continue button, I come into the Quick Test Professional.
And
Stop
object.
it. If I stop it, then I take that.
The second one.
Yeah, maybe the second one.
Oh, it comes automatically on low level? Well,
Yeah. So
so I have
that's
to open
one.
the repository.
This one should be, yeah. This one should be Control X and it should be under this.
Yes.
How do I know? Because I know this one is this. Right? Step one. Now, what is this?
Second passenger's info.
Second passenger's info. So by default, Joseph Marshall came in. Now I gotta put here and this. Joseph Marshall. Okay? Now, let's say I go to Quick Test Professional. This, add object to the repository. Go to the this, web edit second passenger. Okay. So this is what? This is the passenger 2. Or you can say second passenger. Same thing we can do. Second passenger comes in here. Now third passenger. Now I can put second passenger, if applicable passenger's name. So I can put the third passenger. You cannot copy paste in here because the object repository is not going to understand that unless you are error. So here, and is the This is the passenger 3. Doesn't it say passenger 3? So you gotta say what?
Third passenger.
Third passenger. And now what you gotta do is third passenger coming in here too. What the hell just happened?
বাবু কাজে নাকি বাবু বলছে বসো ও টাইপ করে আমরা কিনা বাসায় আসছি আমার বলতেছে তোমরা কি বলতে তোমার
So this one, passenger's name. So I can say
I want to go somewhere. Luna.
Mrs.
Luna, please.
And then I can say, take a look at this. This